Anything you've ever imagined, if it showed up in your mind, it's because you've got the ability to make it real. That dream that keeps you awake at night, that picture you keep seeing when nobody's around, that's not fantasy, that's possibility. Too many of you are sitting here doubting yourself, second-guessing, talking yourself out of what was already placed inside you. Let me tell you something right now. If you can see it, you can do it. Period. I had a young man come up to me, head hanging low, telling me his dreams were too big. He said, "Maybe I'm reaching too high," and I told him, "No. Stop letting small-minded people put their limits on your life. Your dreams are not too big. Your dreams are yours. They're tailor-made for you. See, the only reason people tell you it's too big is because they can't see it for themselves. But that's not your problem. That's their limitation, not your destiny. So I need you to start declaring it out loud. My dreams are never too big. Say it to yourself until it breaks through your chest. I can do it, I can be it, I can have it. Because the truth is, the only one standing in your way is you. Not your parents, not your boss, not the economy, not the government, you. And the moment you stop sabotaging yourself, the moment you stop playing small, that's the moment your life changes. Look at history. 200 years ago, they said humans could never fly. That was impossible. But here we are, not only flying, but flying in comfort, watching movies in the sky, eating steak while traveling across the ocean. Don't you see? What people once called impossible is just a dream that somebody refused to give up on. That's the power of a dream. That's the power inside of you. So I need you to write it down. Don't just think it. Don't just whisper it. Write it on your wall. Put it on your mirror. Tape it to your fridge. Because when your eyes see it, your body moves toward it. You start aligning with it. You start breathing it. That's how you take it from imagination to manifestation. No more saying it's too big. No more doubting if it's for you. If it's in your heart, if it's in your mind, it belongs to you. Your only job now is to go get it. If you can think it, you can do it. That simple truth is often overlooked because people assume that imagination is just a playful exercise, something the mind does when it wanders. But what if imagination is the first proof that something is possible for you? What if the very act of seeing it in your head is the signal that you've already been given the capacity to chase it down and bring it into reality? Every idea, every dream, every spark of vision that shows up in your mind is evidence that it's within your reach. Your brain doesn't conjure up random images just to tease you. It doesn't throw impossible fantasies at you simply to watch you suffer. No, your brain knows what your body and spirit are capable of. The fact that you can picture it is the universe's way of whispering, "This belongs to you if you're bold enough to go get it." Think about the breakthroughs in human history. Someone thought of flying when it sounded absolutely insane. The idea of leaving the ground and soaring through the skies was once ridiculed as madness. But here's the truth. Nobody would have thought of flying if it wasn't already planted in humanity's potential. The idea had to exist first before it could become an invention, before it could become an airplane, before it could evolve into luxury travel across the globe. 200 years ago, people laughed at the notion. Today it's common, and it all started because the thought was possible. The thought proved the ability existed, waiting to be unlocked. The same is true for every dream you carry. If you imagine yourself becoming a doctor, an artist, an athlete, a leader, a creator, that image is not a hallucination. It's a preview. It's a trailer for what's possible in your life if you're willing to act. The reason so many people fall short is not because the dream is too big, but because they convince themselves it was never possible in the first place. They treat their own vision like a joke, like a silly wish instead of the blueprint for their life. The tragedy is not in dreaming too big. The tragedy is in dreaming and then dismissing the dream before it has a chance to breathe. Your thoughts are not random. They are assignments. When your heart races at the thought of doing something great, that's a sign you were built for it. When your chest tightens at the idea of stepping on a stage, starting a business, creating a masterpiece, that's not fear trying to stop you. That's your spirit letting you know you're standing in the doorway of your purpose. Too many of us run from that doorway because it feels heavy, because it looks like it requires work, because it's easier to stay comfortable where we are. But if you've been given the thought, if it keeps showing up, that means the ability is already inside you. The question isn't whether you can, the question is whether you will. There's something powerful about aligning with this truth. Once you understand that your brain won't show you something you don't have the ability to chase, excuses start to fall apart. You can no longer hide behind the lie of "I can't." You might say, "I won't," or "I don't want to," or "I'm afraid to try," but you can't say, "I can't." That statement no longer holds weight because the very thought itself proves otherwise. The vision of you succeeding is already a seed of success. Seeds don't show up unless the soil is capable of holding them. But this is where discipline and persistence come in. Just because you can doesn't mean it will happen automatically. Thinking of something is not enough. The thought is permission, not a finished product. The dream is the signal, not the guarantee. The dream says, "You are able." What happens next depends on your choices, your consistency, your willingness to endure setbacks without quitting. When you tell yourself, "If I can think it, I can do it," you're not lying. But you also need to remind yourself, "If I can think it, I must also be willing to work for it." Consider every great achievement in your life so far. You thought about walking before you walked. You imagined yourself riding a bike before you ever balanced on two wheels. You pictured yourself driving before you held the keys. Nothing you've ever accomplished came without first existing in your mind. The picture always comes before the progress. That pattern never changes. The mind is a rehearsal space, a place to test and stretch what you're capable of. And when the dream shows up there, it's because your body, your spirit, and your future already know it's possible. The problem is not dreaming. The problem is forgetting that the dream is evidence of ability. Too many people discard their thoughts as daydreams or fantasies instead of taking them seriously as roadmaps. If you were bold enough to write down every dream you've ever had and treat it like a plan instead of a wish, your life would shift. The gap between thinking and doing would close. Your energy would change because now you're no longer asking, "Can I?" You're declaring, "I will." So whenever that thought comes, the picture of you achieving greatness, the image of you living a life you've never lived before, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. Don't bury it under fear or doubt. See it as proof. Proof that it's already inside you. Proof that the possibility is waiting for you to step up. Proof that what you imagined is simply your destiny tapping you on the shoulder and asking, "Are you ready?" People will tell you your dreams are too big because they can't see what you see, and if you're not careful, you'll start to believe them. You'll start shrinking your vision to fit their limited perspective. But here's the truth. No dream is too big if it's yours. Nobody else was given that vision. Nobody else was trusted with that picture in their mind. That dream was placed inside of you for a reason, and the only person who has the power to declare it impossible is you. What others think is too much is often exactly what you were meant to do. When people say your dreams are unrealistic, what they're really saying is, "I can't see myself doing it." They're projecting their limits onto you. They're giving you their ceilings and asking you to live underneath them. But your destiny wasn't designed to fit inside somebody else's imagination. Just because they can't see it doesn't mean you can't build it. Just because they wouldn't go after it doesn't mean you weren't born to. Every breakthrough in history was once labeled too big. The first person who thought about putting electricity into homes was mocked. The first person who wanted to sail across the ocean was called foolish. The first person who dreamed of landing on the moon was ridiculed. But too big dreams become reality because somebody refused to listen to the voices of doubt. Somebody chose to believe in their vision more than the opinions around them. The danger of listening to others is that they don't carry your assignment. They don't feel the fire in your chest when you think about your future. They don't lie awake at night picturing the life you're meant to live. That dream was entrusted to you, not them, and when you begin to doubt it, when you begin to shrink it down to something smaller, safer, easier, you dishonor the very gift you were given. It is not arrogance to believe your dreams are possible. It is courage. It is faith. It is you saying, "If I was given this picture, then I was also given the power to pursue it." People will always try to measure your dreams against their own resources. If they don't have the money, they'll tell you it can't be done. If they don't have the connections, they'll insist it's impossible. But what they don't understand is that the size of the dream isn't dependent on what you have today. It's dependent on who you're becoming. You don't need all the resources right now, you need the resolve. You don't need every connection today, you need consistency. The people who tell you your dream is too big are often stuck looking at the present, while dreamers are focused on the future. If you can hold on to the picture, the pieces will come. If you can refuse to let go, the path will show itself step by step. The real question is not whether the dream is too big. The real question is whether you're willing to grow big enough to handle it. And that's where most people quit. They think the dream should fit the size of who they are today, but that's not how it works. The dream demands you stretch. The dream demands you rise. The dream demands you shed old habits, old mindsets, old excuses, until you've grown into the kind of person who can carry it. When you hear someone say, "That's impossible," remember they're right for them. But for you, the dream is not too big. It's exactly the size it needs to be to push you out of your comfort zone and into your calling. There's power in declaring out loud, "My dreams are not too big." The moment you say that, you begin rewiring your own belief system. You start to silence the echo of every person who doubted you. You replace their voice with your own voice, speaking life into your vision. Every time you declare it, you are strengthening your resolve. Every time you affirm it, you are reminding yourself that the dream is not ridiculous. It is required. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't isn't the dream itself. It's the belief behind it. Think about it. How many people walked away from their dream because someone else didn't understand it? How many songs were never written, books never published, businesses never launched, ideas never created, because someone said, "That's too big"? Do not let your vision die because someone else couldn't handle it. Do not bury your dream because somebody else didn't believe in it. They don't have to. The only one who has to believe is you. The only one who has to wake up every day and fight for it is you. Your dream is not an accident. It's not random. It's not too much. It is a preview of what your future could be if you're bold enough to step into it. Every time someone says, "That's crazy," let it fuel you. Every time someone laughs, let it push you harder. Every time someone doubts you, let it remind you that your vision wasn't given to them. It was given to you because you're the one strong enough to carry it, persistent enough to chase it, and brave enough to believe it's possible. So the next time you hear, "That's too big," smile. Because what they're really saying is, "I can't imagine it." And that's fine because your future doesn't need their imagination. It only needs your commitment. Your dreams are not too big. They are the perfect size to pull out the greatness that's been waiting inside of you all along. Most people think the reason they haven't reached their dreams yet is because something outside of them is holding them back. They point to money, they point to timing, they point to lack of opportunities. But the truth is, the only thing powerful enough to keep you from your dream is you. It's not the economy, it's not the government, it's not your background, it's not your circumstances. The greatest roadblock you will ever face is the one you see in the mirror every single morning. The truth is hard to swallow, but it's also the most liberating thing you could ever understand. Because if the problem is you, then the solution is also you. That means you have the power to change everything the moment you decide to. When people say life is unfair, what they often mean is that life didn't bend itself to their level of effort. They wanted big results with average work. They wanted a dream without sacrifice. But your dream doesn't care about excuses. Your dream only responds to execution. The person you want to become, the life you want to live, the legacy you want to leave, they're all waiting on you to get out of your own way. It's not your boss that's stopping you. It's the fact that you haven't sharpened your skills enough to create your own opportunities. It's not your family history that's holding you back. It's the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't. Every day you either reinforce your limits or break them. The mind is a powerful place. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you won't. If you tell yourself it's too hard, you'll quit when it gets tough. If you tell yourself you don't have enough, you'll always feel like you're lacking. But the reverse is also true. If you tell yourself you can, you start to look for ways instead of reasons. If you believe the dream is possible, you begin to notice opportunities you ignored before. If you affirm that you are capable, you start to carry yourself like someone who deserves the success. The only difference between the people who achieve and those who don't isn't always resources. It's mindset. One person sees obstacles as proof they can't. The other sees obstacles as proof they must. You have to take ownership of your life in a way most people never will. Stop blaming, stop waiting, stop wishing, and realize that the same person who can destroy your dream is the same person who can build it. Every excuse you give only delays your breakthrough. Every time you say, "It's not the right time," what you're really saying is, "I'm not ready to hold myself accountable." There will never be a perfect season. There will never be the right amount of money, support, or time. There will only ever be the decision you make today to move forward anyway. When you understand that the greatest enemy to your success is the person you let yourself be when you're tired, lazy, scared, or doubtful, you start building habits that overpower those moments. You don't rely on motivation, you rely on discipline. You don't rely on feelings, you rely on decisions. Nobody can stop you like you can stop yourself. Nobody can sabotage you like you can sabotage yourself. But on the other side, nobody can build you like you can build yourself. Nobody can unlock your potential like you can, and nobody can fight for your dream like you can. The same energy you've been using to doubt yourself, criticize yourself, and delay yourself can be used to push, to encourage, to advance yourself. The power is not out there somewhere. It's already inside you, waiting for you to use it. Think about it this way. When people give up on their dreams, it's rarely because they didn't have the ability. It's because they let fear convince them they couldn't. They let procrastination steal their momentum. They let comfort talk them into settling. They let self-doubt whisper louder than their vision. But if they had silenced those voices, if they had refused to stop themselves, they could have kept going long enough to see it happen. The dream never leaves you. You just decide to walk away from it. And the moment you stop walking away, the moment you stop sabotaging yourself, you put yourself back in the game. You are the lock and you are the key. The dream is waiting. The opportunities are waiting. But you have to stop being the barrier between where you are and where you could be. Your greatest battle will never be against the world. It will always be against the version of yourself that wants to quit. The day you defeat that version, the day you stop stopping yourself, that's the day your dream stops being a possibility and starts becoming a reality. Every single person has been given the same 24 hours in a day. But the way you choose to use those hours will determine whether you live a life of purpose or a life of regret. Time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. More valuable than money, more valuable than connections, more valuable than talent. Because money can be lost and regained, connections can be broken and rebuilt, talent can be sharpened, but once a second is gone, it never comes back. You can't buy more time, you can't negotiate for more hours in your day. You only get what you've been given, and that means every choice matters. How you invest your time is how you invest your life. And most people fail not because they don't have the dream, but because they spend their days doing everything but chasing it. Think about how easy it is to waste time without realizing it. Hours slip away scrolling on your phone, watching shows, talking about what you want to do instead of doing it. You think you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow looks exactly like today. And before you know it, months have passed, years have passed, and the dream is still sitting there untouched. Time doesn't care if you're ready. Time doesn't care if you're motivated. Time keeps moving, whether you use it wisely or not. Every day you let pass without working on your vision is a day you don't get back, and you can't afford to waste something that precious. People always say they don't have enough time, but the truth is, they're not prioritizing. It's not that you don't have the hours, it's that you're not using them for what matters. You say you don't have time to chase your dream, but you spent 3 hours watching television. You say you don't have time to learn a new skill, but you spent an evening complaining about how life isn't fair. You say you don't have time to take care of yourself, but you spent a weekend doing nothing productive. It's not a time problem, it's a focus problem. The people who succeed aren't given extra hours, they just make different decisions with the same hours you have. When you value your time, you start protecting it like the treasure it is. You stop letting people waste it with negativity. You stop giving it away to distractions. You stop using it as if it's unlimited. You become intentional. You start planning, you start cutting out what doesn't matter, and you start building habits that move you closer to your vision every single day. And when you string those days together, suddenly you look up and realize how far you've come. Consistency built from disciplined use of time is the difference between people who talk about success and people who live it. The most dangerous lie you can tell yourself is that you have time. You don't know how much you have left. You don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know how long your opportunities will last. So why would you gamble with something so uncertain? Why would you act like time owes you more, when every second is a gift you should be using with urgency? If you treated your time like it was gold, you wouldn't waste it. You wouldn't trade it for cheap entertainment, for empty conversations, for things that don't serve your future. You would invest it in yourself, in your growth, in your purpose, because that's the only investment guaranteed to pay off. Every moment you spend is shaping who you're becoming. The late nights you dedicate to studying, the early mornings you spend working, the hours you use to push when everyone else is resting, those are the deposits you make into your future success. Time will expose whether you're serious or not. You can't fake it, because your results will always match the way you spent your days. If you want a different life, you have to start respecting your time differently. The truth is, you are either using time or time is using you. It's either working for you or against you. The clock is ticking whether you're hustling or whether you're procrastinating, and every tick is a reminder that you don't have forever. Success belongs to those who treat time like the rarest resource, who don't wait for motivation but create momentum, who don't waste their seconds because they understand that seconds build minutes, minutes build hours, hours build days, and days build destinies. Your dream doesn't need more money. It doesn't need more luck. It doesn't even need more talent. What it really needs is for you to stop wasting the time you've been given and start using it like everything depends on it, because in truth, it does. So many people walk through life believing that if they just had the right amount of money, the right house, the right car, the right job title, then everything inside of them would finally feel whole. But the reality is that fulfillment doesn't come from the things you can hold in your hands. It comes from the foundation you build in your heart and mind. Success is not measured by the stuff you accumulate, because stuff will fade, break, get outdated, or lose its shine. But what will never lose its value is the strength of your character, the integrity of your choices, and the way you show up when life tests you. The reason so many people who seem to have it all still feel empty is because their success was tied to the outside instead of being rooted on the inside. And the truth is, real success is built on who you become, not what you buy. When life gets hard, when challenges stack up, when storms come, your possessions will not save you. The car won't give you courage. The house won't give you strength. The money won't give you resilience. It's the person you've been shaping day after day, the discipline, the faith, the consistency, the wisdom that carries you through. Success is not about what's parked in your driveway. It's about whether you can wake up every day with a sense of purpose and meaning, even when everything isn't perfect. It's about whether you can stand tall when life pushes you down, whether you can keep going when the path is long and difficult, whether you can remain true to your values when shortcuts look tempting. Those are the things that define success, and those are the things no amount of money can buy. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who inspire you. It's rarely because of what they owned. It's because of who they were. It's the way they carried themselves, the sacrifices they made, the integrity they showed, the love and dedication they gave to what mattered most. That's legacy. That's lasting success. Nobody remembers the brand of car you drove 50 years from now, but they will remember the impact you made, the lives you touched, and the example you set. The foundation of true success is not built on material things because those are temporary, but on personal growth and the way you choose to live each day. When you focus on building the inside, everything else changes. Your perspective shifts. You stop comparing yourself to what other people have, because you realize that the greatest competition is not with them, but with the person you were yesterday. You start finding joy in progress, in small steps forward, in building habits that make you stronger and wiser. You start celebrating discipline, patience, and consistency instead of just outcomes, because you realize that outcomes are the fruit, but the roots, the habits, the mindset, the character are what truly sustain you. Chasing things will always leave you running because there will always be a newer car, a bigger house, a shinier watch, a larger paycheck. But when you chase growth, you're never left empty-handed. Growth compounds. Growth stays. Growth multiplies into opportunities, relationships, and peace of mind that no amount of stuff could ever give you. Building the foundation of your success on personal growth means you're investing in something that no one can take away from you. People can repossess things. The market can crash, jobs can disappear, but no one can take your discipline. No one can take your mindset, no one can take your strength, and no one can take the wisdom you've gained through experience. The foundation matters because when the storms of life come, and they will come, what you've built on sand will wash away. If your success is only about money, then a financial loss will crush you. If your success is only about status, then losing a title will break you. If your success is only about appearance, then aging or change will steal your confidence. But if your success is about character, then no matter what storm comes, you will stand, because character doesn't fade. The foundation of growth, resilience, humility, and integrity is stronger than any external measure of success. The truth is that success built on personal growth creates a freedom that material things never can. It gives you the confidence to face uncertainty, the strength to get back up after failure, the peace to stay grounded when others panic, and the clarity to know who you are regardless of what you have. And once you begin to live from that place, you realize that the things you once chased no longer define you. because you're building something that lasts longer than possessions. You're building a life that reflects your purpose, your values, and the best version of yourself. And that is the only foundation that can truly stand the test of time.